The Upper Duddon Landscape Recovery Project brings together farmers, landowners and environmental organisations to support upland fell farming, help nature recover and sustain cultural heritage in the Lake District National Park. The project is led by the University of Leeds and includes 8 farms in the Duddon Valley. It's funded by DEFRA along with a range of businesses and foundations.
We've just stopped at Rhino's Pass, right at the top of the pass, and walked down into the Upper Duddon Landscape Recovery Project area. On my right here is Blackhole Farm. On the left, the other side of the pass is Cockley Beck Farm. In the distance, the peak is Heart of Fell, which is also part of the project area and part of Brother Ilkeld Farm. On the flanks of that is Hardknot Forest, which is a Forestry England site that's being converted from commercial woodland into native woodland and other habitats.
There's been a lot of sit-down meetings with the farmers and the tenant farmers basically to decide what they want their land to look like, what management options that's going to need. These farmers are really proud of the land that they are stewards of and kind of want to see nature and things like that.
None of it's going to happen without money, and we've got to make this attractive to the farmers.
We want to work with farming. We need farming, so there's payments for enhancing habitats for pine martens, wood pasture, re-wetting any areas, creating headlands, riparian zones around the waterways.
I think Hardknot Forest is a really good example of natural regen in action. It's amazing how quickly you can see nature kind of bounce back.
So this is Ragged Robin, and it's a wildflower species that we've reintroduced to the area. A lot of our volunteers have been growing these for us from seed, bringing them in and planting them. We're just seeing pollinating insects landing on those. It's a really big tick.
So the butterfly surveys basically are a way of being able to map habitat change, with butterflies indicating changes quite rapidly because they have quite a short lifespan. They're really good indicator species because they will adapt to change really quickly, so you'll see that year on year change essentially.
And we also do breeding bird surveys, likewise with the birds. As the native woodland develops, it's much richer in biodiversity and insect life, and we're getting these migrant species, the warblers, which come here every year. We should be able to see more of those over time across the wider areas of the landscape where we're doing this nature enhancement work. Bird surveys are very useful to help us demonstrate how the habitat has developed and improved for these species. We feel like we mentioned pine martens quite a lot. We're all very excited about those. When we set the camera up before, we're monitoring like that to detect the rehabilitation, if you like, of the martens back into this area.
That's from the action of deer thrashing their antlers on this willow here, and sometimes looks like they've chewed that. We're seeing a lot more heather coming back as well, because that's something that is affected by browsing animals as well. It's a fine line with herbivore numbers, but we think we've got it about right.
Yeah, so what we've got here is a lot of bracken, and bracken is one of the things that tells us where trees have been in the past. They like deep soil, and so that's sort of informing us where we need to do our planting of trees.
50 hawthorn went into this bracken bed early this tree planting season. They seem to be doing really well. And we've been planting sort of upland and scrubby species in this part of the site. And now that we're working with the farmer who used to graze on Heart of Fell, we can extend that right up towards the summit. A little network of these protective exclosures as well. And we've put in some wildflowers and some rare trees, and there's a small leaved lime there, which is a really rare species, and a willow that's just coming into flower as well. One of the reasons I like showing people around is because you go to bits that I haven't maybe been to for a year or two and you think, oh yeah, this is really working.
The Landscape Recovery Project being a 20-year project, and we have a vision of change over that time.
The most significant change I'm expecting to see is the number of insects, and with that the number of birds probably that come with that, just in that with the reductions in grazing numbers, hopefully fairly rapid increase in biodiversity within that whole project area. Yeah, so I would hope that even after 10 years, probably before, we'll be really able to demonstrate fully how it's benefiting nature, it's benefiting the local community and the farming community that have to live here year round.